Fraternity suspended.
Popular bookstore closes its doors after 64 years.
And an update in the murder-suicide involving Ohio State student Heather Campbell. That's all right here on Lantern News Now. Welcome back, Buckeyes, and thank you for joining us. I'm Elizabeth Suarez.
And I'm Jamela Muhammad. You're watching Lantern News Now.
Tau Kappa Epsilon was suspended on Monday after an Ohio State investigation revealed that the fraternity engaged in hazing, endangering behavior, and improper use of alcohol. Spokesman for Student Life, Dave Isaacs, provided the Lantern with this email statement regarding the suspension. The safety, education, and development of students is central to the mission of the university and the purpose of registered student organizations, including the university's sororities and fraternities. We hope that Tau Kappa Epsilon will successfully return to Ohio State's campus following the completion of a suspension and the terms outlined to them. On Tuesday, the fraternity appealed the 3-year suspension. Under the suspension, the chapter is unable to hold events or take part in the recruitment process.
The return to classes means heading to the bookstore for many students, but there's now one less option near campus. Commonly known as SBX, the Student Book Exchange closed its doors on December 22nd after 64 years. The bookstore's closure is a result of campus partners' redevelopment of High Street. We spoke with students to hear how they feel about the closure of the High Street staple.
At first, I was pretty disappointed because I've used it before and the prices were always better than Barnes & Noble. So now I'm trying to figure out how to sell my books back and also trying to figure out the cheapest way to buy my own textbooks.
It's like this bookstore is like close to North campus, and the Barnes & Noble is a little bit like farther. So like I think it's better to open here because sometimes we need to order it like immediately.
Barnes & Noble, located on the corner of High Street and East 11th Avenue, is now the only bookstore within walking distance of campus.
Kyle Lafferty, the man who shot and killed Ohio State student Heather Campbell in September, had a blood alcohol level of 0.21, which is more than double the legal limit in Ohio, according to official autopsies reviewed by the Lantern. Campbell had a blood alcohol level of 0.22.
A Wexner Medical Center colon and rectal surgeon is on paid administration leave after a USA Today investigation revealed he was accused of raping 2 female patients while working at the Cleveland Clinic in 2008 and 2009. The clinic reached confidential settlements with both of the women prior to Ryan Williams leaving the hospital in 2017. In an emailed statement to the Lantern, Andrew Thomas, the chief clinical officer of Wexner Medical Center, said, "We are actively investigating to ensure that patient safety at Ohio State was never compromised. When hiring a physician, we adhere strictly to the background check requirements and policies of the Joint Commission and the National Committee for Quality Assurance."
Well, we've been seeing a bit of a warm-up recently.
Yeah, these temperatures have been a really nice change. You know, 30 for us feels like 60.
I agree. Well, let's check in with meteorologist Grace Devine to see what temperatures you can expect this weekend.
Thank you. Now, I'm meteorologist Grace Devine here at Lantern TV to give you your weather for this weekend. Outside right now, we're seeing a temperature of 55 degrees and rain showers continuing on and off again, which will not end till later this evening. We also have a high humidity of 80%, so it's quite muggy out there as well. As we go on through tomorrow, we're going to see that those temperatures remain quite high with a high temperature of 48 degrees. We're also going to see a mixture of rain and snow when we wake up in the morning, but later on that will turn into just snow Friday evening. So we'll see accumulation of possibly 1 to 3 inches when we wake up Saturday morning. But the snow will be gone Saturday morning, and we'll see low temperatures back once again with a temperature of 19 degrees. And through Sunday, the temperature is not going to get high again, so we're going to see a sunny day with a temperature of 20 degrees. Now, Martin Luther King Day is on Monday, and I know I'm going to spend that day out and about, so if you are doing that with me, you're going to see a quite chilly day with temperatures not getting quite high. We'll wake up at 10 a.m. with a temperature of 19 degrees. As we go on through the day, 2 p.m. 25, and at 6 p.m. 28 degrees, and we'll start to see a slight chance of possible snow showers in the evening and also throughout the day. Later on next weekend, we'll see some slight chances of snow on Monday and Friday, but in between them, we're going to see some clouds but nice cold weather Back to you.
That's all we have for you this week on Lantern News Now.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Also check on the Lantern on Snapchat.
Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you next week.